Alright guys, continuing our first day trip through Map 8 in Alliance Quest. We're in Path 5. This is very similar to Path 5 in Section 1, where I'm taking Black Widow Clairvoyant. We're just going to get into our poison phase, stay in the poison phase, and when we get to a special 2, drop it right away, and we can use our buff immunity that we put on the opponent to get rid of the power gain buff. Even though they're gaining nullify immunity throughout the fight, the buff immunity that we put on is not a nullify immunity, so it's always going to stick. They're going to get stun immune after throwing specials, but if the nullify immunity is not on, we can nullify those with a medium. But super consistent fights with Black Widow Clairvoyant. Just stay in that pocket of poison mode, drop those special 2s, siphon some power back, and continue to drop them. And really happy with, again, I didn't do too much research before doing Map 8. I did see a list of like what champions would be good for what paths, and when I saw Black Widow Clairvoyant for a couple of them, I'm like, I gotta clear it, rank 3, let's go rip through these fights. Similar fight, again, exact same fight against Crossbones here. Again, against Crossbones, just got to be careful that he's going to, just like he did there, he can purify your parries if he has his Furies up. But again, because we're again, same thing, build to special 2, we can get our buff immunity on, and we don't have to worry about his Furies too much. Actually, I think I forgot, because he has some of the Furies on, if I don't nullify them, then the buff immunity doesn't stick. But either way, it worked out just fine against this Crossbones. I haven't had a problem with these fights yet with Claire. Yeah, so he does purify it, but again, same thing, sit in that poison phase, cycle special 2s, easy peasy. Similar thing against Cosmic Ghost Rider. I'm pretty confident evading his special 1s. I don't like to deal with his special 2 that much. Even if it's unblockable there, I've got my rhythm down pat with his special 1. I know there are lots of specials in the game. Some of them I'm really good at. Some of them I'm terrible at. Some I'm improving at. You know, Nimrod's that special 1. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But the more times you practice, sometimes you figure out your sweet spot. So there we go. Same thing, poison mode, cycle special 2s. Goodbye, Cosmic Ghost Rider. And then probably the most annoying fight on this path is the Super Skrull. I do stay in the poison immune phase, like the poison phase here, but Super Skrull has the really annoying falter mechanic as well. So you have to find, especially when he goes stun immune after throwing specials, but I like to get a parry in order to get rid of the falter. So you can see here, I get clipped by his heavy attack. I'm just trying to get an opening. I've got to actually go for like a... There, I finally get a hit in that removes his falter. That special 2, I accidentally went into his block. This was not my favorite fight, and again, it's the first time doing it. So, a little annoying here. But once you get the hang of it, it's not terrible, but you can really get stuck in a weird spot when he gets that falter at the wrong time and he's throwing specials. So here I waited out. And again, he throws the special 1, but now he's stun immune. So it's definitely an annoying spot here. I've either got to... I gotta find a way to get a hit in, or wait like that. Wait for his the stun immune to disappear. Now I can parry, trigger the falter, And now I can go back in and start my combos again. But similar thing to the other fight, build up to special 2s. There, unfortunately, I get clipped, but I quickly do a 5-hit combo, ending in a light attack, go into my Incinerate immune phase to get rid of the Incinerate damage, drop that special 2, and get rid of that fight. So not the cleanest, but I did get through it. Next, we've got Kitty Pryde Mini here. I went in with Hercules, and Hercules does have a anti-miss, like he's got the true, true sense on his special 1. But here I just went in anyways, just baiting heavy attacks, small counters. Now the special 1 there, I've got the true sense there, so I don't have to worry about intercepting Kitty here. But I just attack in after the special 1, and the fight actually wasn't too bad. Again, another evade on the special 1. I still have the true sense up. And so Hercules, great counter for Kitty. Wasn't too bad there. As long as you don't give her prowess. Don't parry and try not to crit too much. All right. Peni Parker. Got Conflictor, which I kind of have to get used to again. That first parry is going to just give some power, but it took me again some getting used to. I tried hitting into the block to remove Penny's shield, and then the goal here was to try and get some heavy attacks in. You can see there I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do there, if I was going to counter Penny's heavy with my own heavy, and I think I can do that in the future. It's just getting used to the fights again and the spacing. So there, unfortunately, I get clipped by a special 2. I played terrible this first go around. But we're in our invincible phase, so we can go ahead and get some hits in. There is, you get extra damage on your heavy attacks, so really you want to get those in if you can. I played this first fight pretty bad. To be honest, and then again, I'm just kind of feeling out these fights. And again, if you're not prepared for it, you're going to get creamed. So I do get the shield down, but I'm not really taking advantage of the heavy attacks. See, I tried to do one there, and my spacing wasn't great, so I had to go back in, try this again. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to actually heavy counter a little bit. So there we get that first heavy counter in. We're going to attack into her block, take away the shield, and then again, nice heavy counters. That's what we want to do. And again, I need the spacing here. My spacing wasn't quite great there again, and I missed it a second time. So again, I got to work on, I should probably do a few more duels, work out the spacing similar to what I did when I used Magneto against her in Alliance War for the boss. I did some more practicing, so there I get clipped and destroyed. So we got one more shot to try and take her down here. 41%. Can we get it in one shot? There we go. Nice heavy counter again. That one, we screw up again. So again, it's just the spacing that we got to work on. Once we get the spacing down, I should be good. But we're in our immune phase. We take a special 2 to the face, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to go ahead, drop a special 2. It's going to get rid of the protection that Penny has. We're going to get one massive heavy attack and take her out. So we got to do more heavy attacks. We'll get the spacing down, and we'll see you in future ones. Yeah, I hope this one helped you as I made my first trip through map 8. See you in the next one, guys.